It's time for our daily dose of cope. No leopards today, but we have Woody from the Toy Story. He says, I know you're going through a lot right now. Just know you did this to yourself. Let's talk a little bit about some of these people FAFOing, because that is how we smile during these hard times. That's how we cope. Let's jump into some of these stories. Okay, now we've already talked about Austin before. This is a man who's supposedly a libertarian. Back in July, he said, I'm voted for Donald Trump for the economy and to own the libs. And then May, he says, well, there went my shoe business. I don't understand why the tariffs have to eliminate the de minimis exemption. Why does government punish small businesses in this country, knowing full well that Nike and all the big brands will be fine paying the taxes? But Steffi and I get wiped out. Why me and Steffi? Why me? And so he was perfectly fine with owning the libs. And now he's seeing that owning the libs is kind of costly. And apparently, Austin has a Facebook as well. You got this person right here wearing a Make America Great Again hat. And this caption says, supporting someone doesn't mean staying silent when they're wrong. I voted for Trump and I still oppose tariffs. Even though he said he was going to impose tariffs during the campaign, he said this. He still voted for him. He says, that's not betrayal. That's being principled. It's also called being stupid. It's called being stupid, Austin, because he said he was going to do this, and you're a small business owner that gets your stuff out of the country. So that makes you, okay, you can connect the dots with where I'm trying to go with this. He also made this post. Want to support a failing shoe business? Buy this ew tariffs t-shirt. Absolutely not. I hope you fail miserably, Austin. I really hope you and Steffi feel the pain and the stress every single day for 2 to 3 years because you're not remorseful enough. So I really hope that you lose everything. Now we have Kathy, who's upset about a really small thing that Trump is doing. So we know that he's out here doing really important things like renaming the Gulf of Mexico, rescuing plastic straws, doing all of these, wrecking the whole economy, taking businesses down. He's out here doing these things. But he also found time to create a new holiday on May 8th to honor the ending of fighting of World War II. So that's another thing that he was doing, something that is really pressing to Americans. All right, so then Kathy went to Facebook to say, I voted for Trump, but this new May 8th holiday upsets me because the war clearly wasn't over then. I don't follow anyone blindly. I judge each situation on its own. My uncle was unalived on May 14th, 1945. That's obviously after May 8th. Rescuing those who were still fighting for our freedom. This holiday feels like a slap in the face to the families of those who died after May 8th. It makes sense for the UK to celebrate that date, but it's not right for the US. My uncle doesn't deserve to be forgotten like this. Her uncle, who has been long gone for many, many years, is probably not as pressed. And this probably does not impact anyone. I had no idea that this date came and went. And the price of groceries is still high, and the economy is still jacked up, and tariffs are still on everything. But this is what Kathy is really taking exception to. Now we're going to do some tweet progressions from this man named Keith. Now, Keith is very homophobic. I'm just going to put that out there. So after that deadly plane crash, Pete Buttigieg took to Twitter to say, despicable. As family grieves, Trump should be leading, not lying. We put safety first, drove down close calls, grew air traffic control, and had 0 commercial airline crash fatalities out of millions of flights on our watch. President Trump now oversees the military. Basically, he's defending himself as Secretary of Transportation. And to that, Keith says, like I said, he is very homophobic. Hey, butt plug, just disappear and shut up. You are no longer relevant. So remember when Trump went to the Super Bowl costing the taxpayers millions of dollars? Okay, to that, Matt says, I hope they booed the out of Trump at the Super Bowl. And to that, Keith says, I bet you're really hoping your boyfriend gives you a good shot of meat missile tonight. Told you, he's very homophobic. Now, Tim Wall says, if you need a little boost during the day, check out Tesla stock. And to that, Keith says, I bet you have no gag reflex and your boyfriend loves you big time for it. So, like I said, very homophobic, like literally all he is thinking about is man on man loving. But now he's a little peeved with RFK. He says, for the love of God, do something to stop all the chemtrails being released by aircraft. It's ruining people's health and causing unnatural weather. Something has to be done, and anyone with half a brain knows it's happening and not a conspiracy theory. So he's a little peeved. And he's doing a Dear Don letter. So, Mr. President, when are the gas prices going down? I voted for you every time, and I seen you say prices are coming down. Not here in Oklahoma. They have actually gone up. A lot of promises I voted for are not happening. I still have faith in you, but don't make me regret my vote. Please, sir, please. All the other stuff he's talking, he's jumping bad at other people, but now he's like, Dear Mr. Don, sir. He's not regretful enough. He hasn't heard enough. And I bet you he's still tweeting extra man on man loving stuff. So here's an article from the Washington Post. It says small-time Trump coin buyers have seen their investments collapse. Nearly 67,000 crypto novices have pulled out their debit cards to bet on Trump's meme coin venture. A post analysis found so far it's been a monumental bust. These people really gave their money to Donald Trump. He is a rug pull president. He is a grifter. He's making hand over fist money for he and his buddies. And these people are just giving them money. These people just blow my mind at how gullible they are. So this man, Drew, took to Blue Sky to give an analysis on this Trump meme coin. He said $67,000 bought meme coin with debit cards on the Trump website. Almost all of them have lost money. Typical buyer spent $100 and has lost $62. One who spent $10,000 lost more than $8,000. Listen to this part. This part is the important part. Trump team has made $312 million in sales, $43 million in fees. These people are losing money and just giving this man fees. He is such a good grifter. He says, put another way, everyone who bought after this Don Trump Jr. tweet has lost money. And to that, Peter says, remarkably good work and contextualization here. Let's look at what Don Jr. says. Here's the tweet. We are extremely proud of what we continue to accomplish in crypto. The Trump meme coin is currently the hottest digital meme on earth. And I truly believe at World Liberty 5 will revolutionize with the DeFi, CeFi, and will become the future of finance. We are just getting started. He said that on January 19th. So the high price on January 19th is $72.68. And then it plummeted. So that is where people lost a bunch of money. I am totally sure when it's high and then it goes, that's where you lose money. I'm no economist, but that is my interpretation of things. High, you buy high, and then it goes, you lose money. So, I'm not a pro though. Now let's talk about the Venezuelans. The Venezuelans are feeling a little peeved with MAGA. They said, we voted for Trump to win Miami. Venezuelan voters regret their support as he's now kicking us out. Let's look at some of this article. It's basically saying some of these Venezuelan voters are now voicing their regret over their support, and they're feeling a little alienated because he's sitting up here pulling TPS status for these people that said that they will vote for Donald Trump. Okay, some of this article. It says, according to a new survey released Monday by Florida International University's Latino Public Opinion Forum, support for Trump among Venezuelan voters is slipping. The shift comes as the administration pushes forward with efforts to end protections for Venezuelan migrants and expand deportations. Once returning to office on January 20th, Trump had introduced sweeping changes to U.S. immigration policy. These measures have significantly increased deportations, including individuals who were previously granted legal status to live and work in the country. Among the more controversial decisions is the move to revoke temporary protected status for Venezuelan migrants. The administration has also come under fire for deporting alleged members of the Tren de Agua gang to El Salvador, which is a concentration camp, a process critics say was carried out without proper legal proceedings. These actions have sparked frustration. They are frustrated, y'all. Gosh. many of whom now feel their loyalty was misplaced. They thought that they were special for some reason. They are literally spicy mayo, and they thought that they were going to get a different outcome. Now they know. Now they know.